Chula Radio Plus presents Chula Innovations Unlocked.
Depression is one of the most common types of mental health conditions. Depression can happen as a reaction to something like abuse, violence, the death of someone close, or family problems. Someone might get depressed after being stressed for a long time. It can also run in the family. Sometimes, in some cases, we may not know why or how it happened. Without the proper care, this mental issue could become deadly. In this episode of Chula Innovations Unlocked, we talk to Assistant Professor Dr. Peerapon Vateekul, Computer Engineering Lecturer and Researcher of Chulalongkorn University, to learn more about DMIND, an AI-installed application that helps detect people with depression before it's too late. Dr. Peerapon, first of all, thank you so much for offering your precious time for this interview.
Yes, it's my honor to be here to present the app built for Thailand, app DMIND. And you can call me Ajahn Pop as well.
So let's keep this really informal. Okay, Ajahn Pop.
Yeah.
My first question would be, what inspired you, first of all, what inspired you to come up with the DMIND project?
Nowadays, the problem of depression is one of the major problems, especially for kids. Think about suicidal rate nowadays. It increased a lot, and nowadays it's around 7 people per 100,000 of people in Thailand.
7 per 100,000, so that's a big number.
That's a big number.
Right.
And this rate is the rate that they can successfully commit suicide.
Wow.
That is not good at all.
No.
The number of people who try to commit suicide is around 78 people per 100,000.
That's just for the attempt.
Yes, that's for attempt.
Okay.
So if we can prevent people who feel depressed and prevent them from commit suicide and can detect them earlier, that should be very helpful. But nowadays, the number of psychiatrists who are in charge of the doctor who in charge of depression symptoms and give the consult to the patient is very limited.
I see.
The hotline from Department of Mental Health, they have around 10 to 12 staff at the same time.
Right.
For 1 year, think about that, they have to accept around 200,000 who make a phone call to them. And so the number of staff is very shortage. And for wellness center at the university as well, they have office hour, but depression symptom is not.
It's around the clock.
It's 24/7.
Yeah.
Right. By this problem, automatic AI pre-screening system for depressive symptom is very important.
So the D in DMIND stands for
Detection.
detection.
Detection because we want to detect a patient or people who have the depressive symptom as soon as possible. So in this case, DMIND stands for Detection and Monitoring Intelligence Network for Depression.
Oh, so the entire DMIND is an acronym.
Yes.
Right. Now, mental disorders, I would say, are linked to doctors, health professionals. How did engineers, or in your case, computer engineers, get involved in this project?
Okay, so for me myself, I'm a professor in computer engineering. So my specialty is AI. So this app need to use AI, right? And software development. So that is my domain of specialty though.
Okay.
And I got into this app because of Ajahn Sorapat. She from Department of Psychiatrist from Chulalongkorn Hospital.
Right.
She is one of she is PI for this application.
Okay.
Doctor
PI is
principal investigator.
Okay.
The main guy.
Okay.
Yes. So in this case, this application is a collaboration between Chulalongkorn Hospital from Ajahn Sorapat and from computer engineering from me.
Right.
So combined together, we have knowledge from two sides, from doctor domain and from AI combined together.
Okay. What is the most important thing that you've learned once you've joined this project?
Wow, a lot. Because to be able to implement a good AI model, we need to understand the problem. And so in this case, we learn a lot from the doctor, and doctor learn a lot from us as well, because we need to exchange the knowledge in order to make our apps suitable for everyone for this domain.
So how does the mechanic work, and how does AI become applied to all this?
Wow. For this system or this application, we use a lot of AI to make it similar to doctors.
Right.
Nowadays, there are many tools that patient can have self-diagnosis. But the problem is with self-evaluation form or self-questionnaire.
Right.
Normally, patients tend to underestimate or overestimate. But with AI, we try to make it similar to doctors. From our apps, patient can have avatar that they can talk to.
Okay.
And the app can record their face and can notice what happened.
So there's facial recognition as well?
Yes.
Okay.
So this app, they analyze facial, analyze voice tone.
I see.
Whether they're crying, they have some monotone in their voice,
Okay.
or other things. And apart from that, we transcribe the content from their voice to be text,
Okay.
and analyze the text content directly. So from this app is similar to doctors that we can understand facial expression,
Yeah.
voice tone, and content all together.
So how accurate is the AI evaluation when compared to human doctors' evaluation?
More than 80%.
80%.
Yes, for binary classification. Binary classification means we can detect that they have some problem. In that case, it's more than 80%.
So what happens if we detect that somebody is depressed?
From this application, the result, we can grade the patient into 4 categories.
Okay.
First one, normal. They don't have depressive symptom at all. Mild, moderate, and severe.
Severe.
Yes. At the moment, we have a collaboration with hotline from Department of Mental Health, DMH. So if they are in category of normal or mild as well,
Okay.
we can suggest them something. But for moderate, if patient they feel free to give us the contact, we have some staff contact them back within the day. But if they categorize as severe, the staff from Department of Mental Health will contact them back as soon as possible.
Right.
So we can save life if something happened to them.
Being detected as having abnormalities in your mental health could be seen as a stigma in Thai society. Using this application, can you remain anonymous, or do you have to inform your name, age, contact details? No?
Oh, it's completely anonymous. When they first use app, they do not need to give name, any information. But after they know that they have some problem,
Okay.
We ask them that, do you want us to contact them back?
Okay.
If they're willing, in that case, they can give us the contact and we can contact them back. Except from that, completely anonymous.
How long did it take for you to complete this application?
Normally it's around, on average, 3 minutes. And maximum is 7 minutes though.
Okay, 3 to 7 minutes, right? Now, from the creators of this application, how much time did you use to create this? Weeks,
Wow.
months, year?
Wow. Since 2020
Right.
until now. And it's still continuing.
You're still developing?
Yes.
Okay, so my next question will be, all right, so from the day that you launched this application until this very day, which is about mid-2023, how many people have accessed this application? And of the 4 categories, which one do you find most? Since the official launch of this application until this very day, how many people have accessed this, and how many of the 4 categories is the highest?
We released this app since end of May last year.
2022, okay.
Yes. Until now, around 140,000 people using this app.
Okay.
And again, the first step to use this app, they use self-evaluation.
Okay.
And if they feel free to open their face and turn on the microphone,
Okay.
they can continue the part that like a deep analyze with the doctor, with the avatar.
Okay.
In this case, around 10,000 people
Okay.
open the facial, the camera, and the microphone.
I see.
And among 10,000, the category that have the most people is mild depressive.
Oh, okay.
It's around 5,000. For moderate category, it's around 2,000. And severe is around 200 people.
So these 200 people, according to mental health studies, they're at the brink of committing suicide.
Yes.
Oh.
At the age of committing suicide, 200 people.
Okay.
Think about if we can save 200 people's life, that's a lot.
Yeah.
And normally for severe and moderate, we forward this group of people
Okay.
to the staff at hotline.
Okay.
So at the moment, staff over there, they contact the patient back around 1,200 people already.
All right.
So think about that.
Yeah.
This number that staff can help and can save is a lot.
Is it like cancer? Like the earlier you detect, the easier to cure?
Yes, for depressive symptoms, if they feel severe and they feel that they're hopeless, and, they need someone to talk to.
Okay.
So if we can manage to have staff to talk to them
Okay.
and manage their thought record, that what should they do? We believe that we can save their life for sure.
Right. Not only saving lives, but this application obviously saves time and money.
First of all, I have to say that it's maybe a bit difficult to evaluate into the price or cost, but think about this app, we aim to create this app because of the shortage of the staff.
Yeah.
So in this case, if we have 200,000 of people call to hotline, we cannot rank them.
Right.
Because all the line need to talk to human. So in this case, if we have AI, right now we try to integrate our apps into the hotline system. So we can increase the number maybe 200,000 to be 600,000.
Okay.
And then we can rank them. So the one who have moderate or severe symptoms can have shortcut or shorter time of the queue to see the staff.
So they get like a little fast track.
Yes.
Once they go through the evaluation.
Yes.
Right. Now, many people who have mental conditions or may have mental conditions don't really know that they are sick and don't know that they need help. So this application really does come in handy.
For this application, I have to say that it's good for people who want to check themselves first without want to seeing the doctor.
Right.
And one of the use case that is very touching is when the patient talk to the app and they give us some feedback, they feel that they can talk everything to the app because they don't need to feel shy to talk about their secret because everything is anonymous.
Right.
So they can talk, and some people even cry in front of the camera because of when they ventilate or they talk what they feel in front of the camera.
Right.
They feel that okay, they don't need to feel shy.
Okay.
They can talk their secret. That's the first case. And another thing is that for some career job, for example, I'm a teacher.
Okay.
If I have mental problem, that maybe affect my job, right?
Yeah.
So in this case, if I talk to the app and no one knows my secret,
Right.
I can feel that okay, I talk to the app, I pre-screening myself, and if I know my stage that okay, I have severe problem, I tend to seek for help earlier and better in this case.
Can this application prescribe drugs? Or do you have to go to the doctor?
You have to go to the doctor because it's just first diagnosis though. But that is the second phase for our app that okay, after we know that you have severe symptom, we try to identify the problem and give to the doctor because we don't want the treatment process. Normally treatment process is come from doctors.
Would you agree that assessing mental health in Thailand is some kind of a stigma? You know, you go to the psychiatrist and people think already that you're crazy or something, or they're already depressed. I mean, and how do we solve that?
That's why we have apps because patient can self-diagnosis first,
Right.
and if they know that they have some problem, they can confident and go to see psychiatrist.
Right. I'm sure you had many success stories. Can you share with us a few?
We have the case that reported from hotline that they call and try to contact people who have severe symptoms.
Yeah.
And they said that if they don't contact this guy within this minute, because for severe symptoms, they tend to commit suicide at any time. By this case, they contact back and they found that this case is severe. They send the help immediately to the house and
Right.
get this patient to the hospital
Right.
ASAP. So in this case, that is one of the success story.
Right.
That we can save life for real.
I see. What is the next step of your research and development of this project?
The next step of R&D is at the moment we try to improve the accuracy because
You said 80%.
80%,
Which is good.
It's not enough.
Not enough.
We want 90% and even higher than that.
Okay.
So in this case, we try to make our apps first one more accurate.
Okay.
Second one, more user friendly. Think about Facebook. It's launched more than 10 years now,
Yeah.
but it still keep improving. So in terms of apps and software,
Right.
it's never stop developing. We try to make the apps is more user friendly, more easy to use, and can be integrated with any other apps. Right now, you can use DMIND from Moprom,
Yeah.
and you at the moment we integrate DMIND with Chula Next for student at Chula.
Okay.
And you can use DMIND from other apps as well, such as Agnos and other apps. So in this case, DMIND can be accessible for everyone. Yes, and the third one is second phase. DMIND stand for detection and monitoring. So we are at the edge of the second phase. After we detect, right, we send the staff to help, right?
Yeah.
We may want to monitor them. So at the moment, we try to make the second phase called DMIND Plus that can communicate and monitor the symptom for the patient. Like, okay, have notification service that, okay, what happened to you today?
Okay.
Do you want to talk? So in this case, patient can keep coming back to our apps and try to ventilate and try to use the app
Right.
to make them feel less depressed.
Does this mean that soon enough this application will secretly listen to your conversations or detect your chats?
Okay. For the monitoring phase, right, for the doctor, normally we have something called cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, that patient come back and maybe try to do something called breath exercise.
Breathe exercise.
Yes, thought record. They can make what do they think today, so they can organize their thought and many other exercise in the app that they can do.
Right.
So they can come back and practice and can monitor, and we can keep access and evaluate their status though.
You have the English version yet?
Not yet, because I have to say that this app is for depression for Thai people, right? And normally for Thai context.
Okay.
We feel sad, sulk. We want to don't have energy.
Right.
So it is based on Thai language.
How many versions have you had so far?
Wow, this project starts since 2020. So
Okay.
there are maybe 2 or 3 versions already, because from this project we have maybe 2 or 3 group of student generation.
Okay.
Try to keep improving this project, and
I
even right now as well.
Until as we speak.
Yes, until
Right.
as we speak
So
right
you
now.
guys have dedicated so much time and money into developing this, right?
Yes, in terms of financial, at first we got support from University Technology Center, and at this stage we are part of AI for Mental Health, AI Med, which is Center of Excellence for developing AI for mental health project.
Right.
So in this center, there are many projects that part of this center. For example, DMIND, depression, automatic mocha as well. That for elderly people that want to check their mental health or their brain status.
Dementia.
And some other project as well.
As a computer engineer, how would you speculate AI to be what we call part of human lives in the next 5, 10 years, 20 years from now?
I have to say that right now you heard a lot of AI is more powerful because we have lots of data.
Right.
We have better techniques. We have the server that is more powerful. You heard about ChatGPT, right?
Yeah.
Right, ChatGPT. That generative AI can draw, AI can do many things. So in the future, AI will be part of almost everything, especially for healthcare.
Right.
For example, right now we have AI for mental health. Another of my project, I have AI that for GI, gastrointestinal tract.
Right.
Yes, for endoscopies to check that whether they have polyps in their colon. So again, and AI can be for Parkinson as well. I have project with doctor from Parkinson.
Right.
That maybe we can diagnose like a Parkinson severity level.
Okay.
Based on the AI, using AI as well.
Okay.
So in this case, AI come into everything.
I see. Now my last question would be, seeing the success from DMIND, which is an application which has AI embedded in. If people who have zero knowledge in artificial intelligence and want to give it a try, want to learn, how should they start, and what's the career path in all this?
That's a good question. I have to say that nowadays, if they want to start to learn AI, there are many online learning system a lot. At Chula, we have something called Chula MOOC.
MOOC, massive online open course.
Yes.
Okay.
Right now we have course from our department, many courses, and we also have course big data and data analytics.
Okay.
That they can start learn how to use AI, and we also have the course practical data analytics.
Okay.
That they can start using AI.
As in writing programs.
Yes, right.
Wow.
And Python as well. So in this case, if they want to know what AI is capable, can do for them, they can start from this course. And if they feel interested, okay, they want to implement AI, they can contact professor from our department as well, and to do collaboration work.
Which the beauty of the MOOC or massive online open course is it's free of charge.
Yes.
All right. Ajahn Bob, I have to say that your achievement is astonishing, and I'm sure that you've saved so many lives and will soon enough be saving so many lives to come. So in the R&D process, I'll leave you to your job because I'm sure you're a very busy man. Thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you very much as well. ขอบคุณครับ
Chula Innovations Unlocked is produced and presented by Superjohn Klinsawan. This program is brought to you by Chulalongkorn University.